All right, Grace Welch joins us here on Wisconsin.golf. Edgewood headed back to state again. It wasn't easy out there, but you kind of had to lower the hammer on the back nine just to make sure everything looked good. What was it like playing this course and getting through this way?
We played this course last year for regionals, I think it was, and it's an interesting course. I think it's kind of quirky, has some weird dog legs and longer par fours, but I knew we just had to improve on how we did last year and persevere through as a team to make sure we could get to state.
When you know that this course is going to be a little bit different than a lot of them, do you kind of grade your performance on a curve? And are you okay with an 80?
Yeah, I'm okay with an 80. Yeah, definitely. It's not the hardest course I've ever played, but I think 80 is an okay score, especially considering I did a couple strokes better on the back nine. I was happy with that, so I was happy with how I finished. And yeah, I think we should all be pretty happy with how we shot.
I'm probably going to write a little bit about Osseo Fairchild today because Ariel, played boys golf until this year,
right.
And it's quite a deal for her to go. She said she enjoyed playing with you. And what did you see out of her game? And could you imagine playing boys golf, trying to get to state, and then and then maybe even switching over to girls last minute and having to go that route?
Yeah, I talked to Ariel and she was like, "This is my first year playing girls golf," and I was like, "What? Like, that doesn't make sense." And she explained how she played with the boys for the first 3 years, which I thought was interesting. I kind of asked her how that was, and compare and contrast sort of, because I could imagine myself doing it because I think it would be fun. I think they'd be funny and competitive,
Sure.
And we'd probably play from farther, or I could play from farther yardages with them. So
Sure.
I think it would be fun. But at the same time, I just love the bond I have with my team. So I think I'm lucky that I was able to play with this team for 4 years. But she was super nice. She was always positive. She was never really upset, I thought, or at least visibly.
Right.
And she definitely did better on the back nine, and I saw her working hard. She had a couple birdies back to back,
Right.
and then she was getting excited, and I was really happy for her because, her front nine was okay, but then she kind of, put her head down and was zoned in, so I was happy for her.
Is it kind of a neat thing for you to see because, you've now been there so often, and to see someone go for the first time and be that happy about it? She was in tears in that clubhouse.
For sure. It's always, such a relieving feeling to come back after a bad or worse nine and to do better, I've been in that position a couple times throughout high school, but and it's just so relieving to know that one bad nine or bad hole doesn't define your round, and you can always improve on yourself. And so I'm really happy that she was happy too.
And do you, Edgewood's been there so often. Do you ever take that for granted? Can you see why this is so special for her?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It's really awesome to see. Yeah.
Is it one of those things where, does it ever get old for you guys?
No, I think it's a feeling that's always just joy, and it's just, we're proud of, ourselves and the effort we put in and the work we put in, and we know we deserve it, but at the same time, it's really rewarding.
And the comfort level, the goals for next week are probably pretty obvious, right?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. My goal kind of in the back of my mind is to win as a team, obviously, which would be kind of the first and foremost thing. But if I could pull out an individual win or a top 5 finish at least, something like that. Another goal I have for URidge is to break 80 both days. Haven't done that yet, so I did all right last year at state. It was one of my better performances, but I think that I'm definitely in a place where I can improve on myself and hopefully take it away.
Can you quick walk me through the year by year? There was one year in there where you went by yourself, right?
Freshman year I went by myself, yeah. I took third, I think, by myself.
Feeling, was that a lonely feeling?
Yeah. It was fun and exciting. I don't think I knew the intensity of it at that point yet. But then sophomore year I went with my team, and it was just way more fun. It's just good to have that feeling around you of your friends and knowing that they're going to go through the experience with you. So I definitely appreciate being there as a team more. So we made it sophomore year. I think I struggled that year a little bit. I think I took 5th maybe individual. And then junior year we made it and we took 2nd as a team, my sophomore year. And then, sorry.
That's good.
Junior year, we won, obviously, which was just an amazing feeling,
Right, to get back up there.
Coming up that 9th hole, or my 18th hole, and just seeing my team waiting there for me was just amazing.
And not putting pressure on, but another state title would be 15 for girls for Edgewood, which matches the total that Madison West has for boys. Would that be kind of cool to go out that way?
That would be an amazing way to end the season, I think. Sorry.
You're okay.
I know in the back of my head that that's, attainable, the 15.
Right.
But, it kind of puts some pressure on us, so I try to just push it to the side a little bit. But
Sure.
now that it's already coming up next week, I think it's definitely in our reach.
Cool. Grace, thank you very much.